Man, what to do, what it is. I ain't been live on this journey in a minute. What to do, what it is. This is GQ, retransmitting your pain to heal with a purpose. I am the author of Deciding to Heal. The power is yours. My children also are authors as well and creative. But I want to be real raw on this live today. Of course, I am rocking my cousin's products. The mission behind this is so powerful, man. Shout out to you that John came from where he was all the way to the M to this thing. He got people all over the world with his brand. Who taught you support? How old were you when you really learned the importance of supporting yourself and supporting your people? How old were you when you learned how to create and value yourself? How old were you when you learned how to take your pain to heal it? Because let me tell you something. When I was younger, they ain't teach us in school the real value of supporting somebody like yourself that looks just like you. All the stuff I was taught in school was always that supported other people that didn't look like me. If I'm going to be honest. I was taught to go to college. Before I was taught to go to college, I was taught, you go to high school, get your degree, and you do all these different things. Okay, I did all that. Graduated from high school, had children, got married, got a degree, going through a divorce. Like, I went through it. But I'm healing through it, though. I'm a whole different person, a whole different woman. I love who I am. I'm not like everybody else. I am very rare and different, and I know that. That's why I be having to protect myself and my energy. I can't be around, and I don't even use the word can't, but I will not allow myself to be around the wrong energy. I done did that before. See, when you have something special, when you have favor over your life, listen, baby folk can talk about you, can do you dirty, all kind of things, but you got to be the one to decide to pick yourself back up. I'm a prime example of when I say a life coach from my life experiences. Oh, I mean that. See, I done went through life. I done had to pick myself up and dust myself off and really turn myself around. I ain't no saint, never have been, don't want to be. I'm a person. Would you rather listen to somebody who say they got all these degrees but ain't never experienced nothing in life? Or do you want to, man, would you rather get some real rawness from somebody that done been through it, that really went through the fire and learn how to walk on that journey? Because that's me. You can show me all the degrees you have in the European way, but I want to talk to the person that done been through it. I want to talk to the person that done fell down and had to get themselves back up. I want to talk to the person that folks and turned their back on them and made them feel all type of ways and betrayed them and did all kind of stuff. I want to talk to that person. I want to talk to the person that really do be being positive in real negative situations, but they know don't play with me in real life though. Some people allow their titles to get the best of them. What's up, King? What's up, King? I'll fix you something. Can you just have something about 30 minutes ago? So after we do a meditation and then we get our stuff together for today, we'll do that, okay? So give mommy a minute, okay? Let me finish up on this right here, then I got you, okay? Come here. You can get that. Yes, those. But yeah, back to what I was saying though. So for me, I want to listen to the person that been through life. See, a lot of folks don't tell you the truth about the stuff they're going through. Because there's some folks that can put a picture up and make it look so good, but be fighting stuff behind closed doors. I'm very transparent with my life and with my situation, anything I have experienced. Because it was times that I was hard-headed. It was times that I didn't know what I know now. It was times where I wasn't as knowledgeable as I am now. I'm very knowledgeable. And I learned so much through my life experiences. See, some people will judge you and will talk about you and will do your ass dirty. It don't matter how good your heart is. You got to learn how to turn that junk off. You have to learn that when it's all said and done on some real stuff, you got to learn how to put you first. I was on a video earlier and I thought back on since I was 8 years old, I was taught how to mother. Before I had children, I was taught how to do for everybody else. And that's why it took me a long time to finally learn how to put myself first. Because all I knew was how to be good and do all of these different things. But now that I put myself first, shit, I got boundaries. See, people know the old me. A lot of folks won't ever in their life get to know the new me. I'm going to always evolve. If you're around somebody and you look at their life, in 1 year, if you can look at everybody that you are cool with, whether it's family, friends, or whomever, and if they in the same space in that same year, they not doing no work. They ain't working on self. People can talk that good game all they want to. I'm going to show your ass. You can look at me and tell I am not where I was. And I'm going to continue to elevate myself. I'm going to continue to motivate myself. But I'm saying all this to say is like, stop playing with yourselves. It's so many people. Listen, it's children that are amazing. But too many people killing these children's dreams. Don't even allow them to dream. Sitting there telling them they need to be working for somebody. Do you know it's a child out here that dream is bigger than their parents? It's a child out here that really believe in themselves, but because they listen to their mama, their daddy, or somebody else, they don't even shoot for the stars. Man, the sky is limitless. You can go out here and be anything that you want as long as you're applying yourself. And you got to tell these children that don't kill these children's dream because somebody killed yours. Don't kill these children's dream just because somebody didn't support you and be there for you. Like, there are people who really, man, where you can really take the stuff you have gone through and apply it so differently. But instead, them people who didn't follow their own dreams got the nerve to kill a child's dream. Are you serious? Get your child around me. I'm going to speak some life into your child. I heal people with my words. I've been doing it for a very long time and didn't even know I didn't know that that's what I was doing. But I'm grateful that I am like that. I am grateful that I can talk to a stranger or somebody that have been around me and I can pour. But at the same time, I had to stop pouring like that because it wasn't reciprocated. Like, I can't be the only one that's a goddamn giver. I had to cut that shit off. And you need to look at yourself and look in the mirror at yourself and really decide that are you going to continue to be this person that's showing up for everybody else, but you don't even show up for your damn self. You're going to get tired of that. You're going to get drained. So for me, I am grateful that, baby, when I birthed, God is cute. See, Quay didn't play, but God is cute really didn't play. I don't play. I be out the way, mind my business, ducked off. I be seen when I want to be seen, but see, I don't mess with nobody, though. I don't go around here pulling over rocks and throwing them at people. No, I mind my business. When people come my way bothering me, knowing they shouldn't be bothering me, y'all stop bothering people that ain't bothering you. Leave people alone. Don't nobody want to go back to who they used to be. And again, you look at your life in the past 7 days, man, are you healing? Everybody don't want to heal. I do know that too. So that's why I don't force it on nobody. But I know for me, I decided to heal. I decided in 2017 that I was going to do whatever I had to do to get myself out of my situation. And I am so grateful. See, the pain I had to experience in 2018 and 2019 that taught me some things, that shit broke my heart. When I had to start my life over, and I had never thought about really starting my life over, it had hurt. But baby, I'm grateful that it happened. Because some folks did me some favors. They did me some favors because now I don't have that fake energy around me. I don't have people that be, I'm going to tell you this. If it's anybody that's around me that you fake as hell, you're going to be removed out of my life too. Trust. See, the stuff you do behind closed doors and what you might say to other people, but you ain't never got the balls to say that to me. Never in your life. I have healed to where I can have a conversation with you. But at the same time, back to what I was saying. So for me, when I was going through it in 2018, I had to start over in April. That had hurt. It did. It had broke me down. But I had already knew that it was over. I had already knew that it was time for me to just really do what I needed to do. But you know something, dog? It ain't easy to let go. It ain't easy to walk away from something that you and a person say y'all and built on and y'all created. And also, stop letting people play on y'all emotions. See, a person can tell you every day that they love you and show you something different. A person can tell you, man, we in this shit together and show you something different. A person can tell you all the shit you want to hear to make your ass stay. And then you sitting there constantly pouring into their ass, and they taking the same energy that you done poured into them for y'all, and they putting it somewhere else. Do you know how that feels? Do you know how that feels for your life to be shattered like that, and somebody done told your ass some other stuff? A lot of people don't. See, folks be wondering how come people will call you crazy, but not knowing what that person was really saying to you behind closed doors. Do you know what it feels like to where you thinking that you got a team, and them folks ain't on your team? Them folks doing everything to go against you, and the only thing you doing is to get yourself and your children or whatever you had going on out of that. See, people will join forces. Cowards join forces against each other to take you down. The weak links will join forces. I stand on my own. Always have. See, people be in crowds, being real tough, and then get by themselves and be wanting to apologize and talking about I ain't mean none of this, all type of stuff. No, get back in that crowd. Stop apologizing to people in private that you talk noise about in public. Stop allowing that into your life. People will play games with you. They will if you allow it. They will. And at some point, man, you got to ask yourself. See, I'm in a space to where, and this is, look, I'm going to live my life. I'm going to make my decisions. But I know the decisions that I make for my life and for my children's lives, it really is to better us. When you talk about you doing the best for yourself, is it really the best? See, some stuff not going to feel good, but it got to happen, though. See, some things that you will experience, other people won't be able to get through it. Man, the folks that laughed at me and talking noise about me and didn't even realize that their stuff was worse than mine. But I'm strong. But I also got tired of being strong. See, I done made it out of stuff. I done made it through some things that I can smile about, that I used to cry about, that I can talk about now, because I ain't used to talk about it when I was going through it. But I know I used to post a video to help somebody else. See, I don't be on FB like that. I always been on IG. But today I was like, let me get on here. Also ripping my cousin's brand. But support. So to purchase products from my children and I, you can go to www.goddessqglobal.com. Man, I remember when I put my dreams on hold to build something, thought I was building something, and found out it wasn't. So you be thinking that you're really building with somebody, and you really find out, man, through disappointment and heartache, that person went in it like you. That's why you can't share your dreams with people. That's why a lot of times I'm a loner. Like, I be by myself, and I understand that now. I get it. Because there were gifts in me that I wanted to bring the wrong people with me, but I didn't know that they was wrong. We had the same blood. We had been together all those years. So you would think that y'all for each other, and you're not. When you start elevating your life, all kind of hell gonna break loose in other people, because they gonna either go with you or they gonna fall back. See, what you want for your life, that's your business, your dreams, those your goals. So that don't mean that everybody gonna support you. It is fine that they don't support you, but you gotta support and believe in yourself. You gotta believe in yourself when ain't nobody seeing the work that you're doing. You gotta believe and support yourself, man, when it's just you. You gotta continue to pick yourself up. Blow out the blow, because one day that time gonna come to where everything that was used, whether it went against you or not, it's gonna be used for your good. Yes, you had to go through that. You may not understand it right now. It may not even feel good, but you had to go through it. It had to knock you down. It had to knock some sense in you. It had to see, did you really want the stuff you said you wanted? You sat there and told me that no matter what you went through, you were going to get yourself back up. It ain't always easy to get back up, but I know mentally I have to tell myself that it is. I know what it feels like to really start from nothing and start from scratch. I remember in my hard head moments where I used to be wrong. And as a Taurus, baby, I never saw myself wrong. But I know how to apologize. That's why I apologize to my children. I don't play by my children. And there are many people who will play with their children and will allow the people to talk noise about their children. If you want no parents, shame on you. You don't talk about your child. You go and you sit down and have a conversation with your child and start to learn how to figure them out instead of talking about. That would be wrong with these parents. Parents be like, because I'm older than you, I know more than you. Not all the time. Do you know sometimes your children are older than you spiritually? In their spirits, they older than you. And you sitting there judging them and talking about them to other people. You know what was embarrassing when we was younger, when we did stuff, the whole family knew about it, where the whole relatives knew about it. Why would you go and embarrass your child like that? Instead of just sitting down figuring out why your child went through that. Do you know when children be experiencing things, we be seeing trauma at young ages, and y'all adults didn't sit us down and talk about it. Y'all just walked around like it didn't matter, like we didn't see it. We didn't sat there and seen it. We didn't sat there and experienced it right with you. And then we growing up ain't healed. You ain't healed. Your child ain't healed. And wondering what's going on. You want to call them crazy. They not crazy. That child hurt. That child been through some stuff. Even if that child 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years old. You know what happened when children see domestic violence? And y'all be back together the next day? Or if that man or that woman, y'all leaving each other and going to be with somebody else, do you know what go on through these children's minds? These children be having questions. They be wanting to know. And then you shut them down. You shut them down and you make them feel bad. You shut them down and you don't listen to because you be hurt. You can't even explain what happened. Because ain't nobody around you was healed. It took me 20-some years. It took me 27 years to know I had never been around nobody that had healed. Didn't know nothing about healing. They was just dealing. We was just dealing with life. We were just surviving. I got tired of surviving, so I started to heal and I started to thrive. I started to be able to take my pain and really turn my test into a testimony to help somebody else. See, people be checking for me. Don't check for me, because I ain't checking for you. I'm going to spread the message, though. I know how to be positive, even through negativity. I know when a person feeling a certain type of way, they can't stand me. But really, you can't stand yourself. I'm there to teach something and spread something to help somebody else. It ain't got to be for you, but I see that irritation. You get irritated when I start talking and dropping that rawness. You got some work to do within yourself. I don't let it bother me. Somebody may know something more than me. I be sitting there, I'm going to listen. If the message for me, because all messages don't be for me. Just like all messages don't be for you. If it renovate, that don't even sound right that I'm saying. But you know what the heck I mean, though. If it's for you, it's for you. If it's not, it's not. You ain't got to jump on this. Baby, listen. While y'all be sitting there talking about folks, you need to look at your own life and talk about your damn self. You need to talk about how I'm going to get out this situation. How am I going to stop? And what am I going to do? Because let me take the how out. What am I going to do to really be serious about my life? That's why you can get lessons from me. Because I show my tools may not work for you. But I know if you really want to see the rawness of it, yeah, real life. See, people be faking it. They be faking it. They'll post a picture look like they happy. Because I remember I used to do it. Used to be in my marriage. And I thought it was happiness, but it was not. We was going through life. We had outgrew each other. We were two people that had never healed, never seen healing. So what you think? It's going to be some dysfunctional stuff and toxic things that going to go on in your situation. But see, when that person made their decision and they couldn't be honest about it, and they put it off on me like it was my fault why things didn't work out, I had already knew the truth. I accepted what it was. But I also released it and let it go. See, a lot of little girls, when a man leave a woman to be with them and help them raise their child and all that type of stuff, and they start be thinking that they hurting the person that they left. It didn't hurt me like you thought it did. Because sometimes you end up in them situations. That's why I don't want to be with nobody, leave somebody to be with me. I don't want that. No, you keep that where it's at. And then don't let a person leave them to be with you and then you sitting there joking about it. Do you know what come behind it? You think it's funny. But you end up in them situations because you sat there and you made fun of it. Shame on you. Never make fun of somebody else's pain. Because it'll be you crying them tears behind closed doors, putting that fake smile on, pretending like you just so happy. And the ex really is happy and living their life, man, and just growing and glowing and doing their thing. That's why you don't check for a person. People can also leave people and the life be great. But at the same time, if you leave a woman or a man, don't go back. You want to see what they doing. That ain't your business. You made your decision. You wanted whatever you had, so go with that. People be playing them games. Ooh, playing them games. See, when you argue, you know the rawness of you. See, baby, I grew up. I glowed up in life. The same pain that I had to experience. The same heartbreak I had to go through. The same disappointment that I had to experience. Them same betrayals that I went through. It shaped me to be the woman I am today because I never allowed it to stop. That's why I will be judged and talked about. Because while you talking, you sitting there taking notes whether you apply it to your life or not. I know I'm somebody. I know the gifts I have with myself. I know the work that I've done. I know that my ancestors are powerful. And I know that the things we didn't learn. When people were calling you evil, you weren't evil. See, people walked out my life talking about I was evil. And I was like, tell me something evil that I done did to you. They couldn't say nothing. They just didn't like the fact that I started putting myself first and I had boundaries. It don't make you evil because you start being selfish with yourself. You start wanting more out of your life. The same energy you was putting to build with somebody else, you take. Because that's the thing I tell them young babies. Why they young, especially them 20-year-olds that I be coming across in my divine 31. I tell them youngins, because I remember when I was young and I was in love and I was dumb. I remember that. I remember, man, when I kept fighting for something that I really should have let go of. But I was just so hard-headed. I was so stuck on, I didn't want nobody else to have the things that we was building together. Baby, bye, get it, girl. Have your fun with it. That's what I should have been saying, but I ain't know no better. See, I'm in my 30s now. I keep aging, but I keep getting younger. I ain't letting that stress me out. You can keep that over there. But to you younger babies, that's why I also, when I wrote my book, Deciding to Heal, that I released this month. Like, when I wrote Deciding to Heal, see, if I had wrote that book 3 years ago, it was going to be out of anger. I wrote it out of a place of healing because I didn't heal from it. I didn't grow. I cherish me. I appreciate me. I love me. Because I know ain't no woman on this earth like me. I got a difference so much about myself. All of us are unique. But see, it gonna take a lot to get you to see you at times. See, I'm gonna come back there. But back to this message for you younger babies. I call y'all babies, but y'all ain't babies, y'all grown. See, what I should have told myself, and I'm gonna tell you. See, what I should have did when I was looking for love in all the wrong places. I should have been looking for myself. I should have been healing. I should have been figuring out what was healing. I should have looked up, why does domestic violence, the physical abuse, the mental abuse, like the mental abuse be the worst. Like, yeah, somebody physically putting your hands on you, that's bad. But when they in your head, they be, man, have you ever had somebody tell you that you ain't shit, you ain't gonna never be shit? They call you all kind of B's and H's and telling you all kind of hurtful things, and got the nerve to tell you that they love you. How you love me? You talking crazy to me. That ain't no love. But you be thinking in love though. Cause they, babe, I'm sorry, I ain't mean it. I ain't gonna do that again. Oh, he or she did mean that. See, they experienced that. That's why you gotta see them talks that we should have had as children. We don't have them. We ain't have them, but them children don't have it with age. Where you should have asked a person, did you grow up around domestic violence or any type of drugs or anything? Like, what type of things did you experience as a child? Because some of them men and women done been touched before. Some of them have been molesting and raping folks and swept it up under the rug. Some of them folks seen domestic violence between their parents and their grandparents or their aunties and their uncles, and they think that it's okay. Or some of them have stayed so long and don't know how to move forward. Yeah, there's a lot of different conversations we don't have. It's a lot of stuff we was put in to not get out of. So for me to be, I done had folks told me, man, folks done died from stuff that you experienced. I know. That's why I share what I share to help somebody else. Because it was a time to where I didn't think I'd get out. To where I thought that my one marriage would be my only marriage. I never had the type of raw partnership that I'm going to have someday. Never had it. Because you have jealous men that be jealous of their women. And you have jealous women that be jealous of their men. But if you on the same team, who you rooting for? Like, ain't no way you telling your woman that you loving her, but then you into something else. Man, just tell that woman that you into something else. Just tell that woman that you like other things with other people. Just be honest. Woman, if you know you got your man and you really into something else, you let him know that you into something else. Because listen, when you nation building, it's bigger than sex. You know how many penises and hell, pussies out here? That's everywhere. Everybody got one. Everybody don't know how to use them like that though. But when you mentally get in their head, because you working on yourself, so you got to be working on yourself, and everybody ain't working on themselves. People be talking that good shit, but they ain't working on themselves. People be playing that stuff. They ain't working on themselves. Some people drink their problem away. Some people smoke that shit away. Some people do it to numb it. Ain't nothing wrong with drinking and smoking. Shit, we grown. But at the same time, though, don't numb your pain. Don't run from you. The stuff that you do, fix it. Work on yourself. And I know how to encourage somebody else because I remember a time that I didn't want to hear encouragement because I was going through it. See, when I was 21, when my ugly side came out and I should have left the situation, we kept thinking we finna make this work. And that person knew that that's not really what they want. And I kept asking, do you know that feeling when you ask a person, is this really what you want? And they talking about, yeah, this is what they want. But now it's because they know you good. They know the levels that you will go for them. And they don't want nobody else to have it. Don't be like I was. Don't stay in them situations longer than what you should. Because that shit can kill you. Mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. Just because your parents were together all them years, are they happy? Were they happy? Take a people stay together all that time. It take more than love. Are your parents, if they together, whomever you know that was married for a long time, did they really live their dreams, or did they stop dreaming when they got with somebody else and they start building daydreams? Because this is how it should be. If you're with somebody, you both should be building your dreams. Don't have a person put their dreams on hold. No. You build your dreams and you create. You do what needs to be done. Stop settling. A person can tell you they love you right, but their actions don't even match. They just want to be selfish and sit your ass down. I ain't like that. That is why I have not told no man I love them. Can't no man say, like on some real talk, in 3 years, can't no man say, man, I was with this woman and she said she loved me and we really was together doing our thing. No, because I'm not going to play with nobody like that. I love hard. So I know the type of person I am and what I do. I'm not finna half-ass it. I bring too much. I got my own table and you supposed to have yours too. I learned, man, listen. My failed marriage prepared me and taught me so much. It taught me that you can be with somebody that's not going to support you and they're going to support somebody else. It taught me that just because that person didn't believe in you, you got to believe in yourself. They in the same stuff that you wanted, they was listening, but they can go and do it with somebody else. Are you going to feel a certain type of way? Sometimes you might. But when you grow and you heal, you ain't going to give a damn. You ain't going to care what's going on back there. That's why I don't look back. I keep moving forward. I'm going to be me. And a lot of people can't handle that because you can't handle yourself. See, when you are good in your own life, you don't be worried about what's going on with the next person. You're not going to care. I know I don't. I know, like, on some real stuff, when I started becoming all of me, yeah, it ruffled some feathers. It pissed people off. I seen her go through all that. And she done picked herself back up. You damn right. I'm built for it. I take my pain and I transmute that shit. I take my heartbreak And I have a whole nother part of me. That's why I can speak life into somebody else, because I had to speak life into myself. Have you ever been so low in life and life was kicking your tail to where you felt so down, but then you came across somebody and you poured into them and gave them the words they need to hear, and you needed that for yourself? I done been there before. But see, now, my positive mind frame, what I created for my life, oh, it shows. I see the growth. That's why it don't bother me when other people attempt to do other things. They don't tell the truth about the shit they really be doing. That's why I just keep moving how I move. It has integrity with me. A lot of them don't. Listen, when don't nobody support you, don't stop building. Don't stop creating. You can be posting and sharing so much stuff, and ain't nobody may not like it. They might, but you keep going though. Nobody might not buy nothing. You keep going. You keep putting yourself out there. You got to have faith and believe. You got to know that it's going to be your time, but you got to know that even if it don't feel like it is coming, work on yourself. See, all that pain had to happen for me because I needed to go within myself. I had to face my inner child and heal her. I had to face them shadows. I had to face the good and the bads. I'm healed. I am healing. I did this. I wanted it. I wanted more for myself. I think the people who lives that, I came across, and they came across minds at those different parts of our lives, and you start to question things, and it'll appear like a person, be like magic, a person just appear. Y'all get whatever y'all supposed to get, teach each other whatever y'all supposed to teach each other. Sometimes you don't get the message because you ain't paying no attention. A lot of times your lesson gonna repeat when you coming across different people until you learn that lesson. Yeah, I know people will envy you. I already know that. But do you let it stop you though? Do you know how many people intimidated by you? They don't like your ass. And it really that they don't like themselves. A lot of people don't want to be honest. It ain't the money. See, but you use that money and you create and you give back. And you pour out into this world. But it's people, that's why I say even celebrities. These people might be having all that money in the world. And people be looking at you like you normal, you regular. You ain't regular. You ain't normal. You know that. That's why you feel out of place. That's why no matter who them folks you go around, you really be out of place because you're not supposed to be around them. Y'all not agree with each other, and you keep on forcing it. You know how you see them real cute heels in the store? You a size 8. You a size 8 now. But that shoe is 6.5 and you stick your feet in that time. I'm gonna wear this. You a size and a half off. But you buy them anyway. You put them in your closet, you just look at them. Or even when you see, man, that little cute sexy dress. That dress a large. And you a small. And you be like, oh, I'm a gain and I'm going to put that on. And this is not to offend no one. These are examples. Because I remember when I got so little, I used to make fun of my size. But I was going through life. My weight was up and down. And I'm like, why you sitting there judging my ass? You really need to be focused on your own life. I might not say shit. And I cremate a lot of things. I cremate everything. But don't you listen. You got some jokes. I got some even bigger jokes. You play with me if you want to. I know you see that positivity. I know you do. But don't get it twisted. No. I don't play them type of games with nobody. And that's what people think, that they can make fun of somebody. It don't matter your size. Just be you. It don't matter your color. Just be you. But I'm always going to be rocking with the indigenous melanated, baby. I love us. Oh, I love us. I know we was the original. I know that. That's why our children have to know the truth. They ain't teach the truth in school. That's why you got to teach your children yourself. A lot of stuff wasn't taught to me or passed down, but I know it now. I'm going to pass it down. I'm going to do my part. Are you showing up every day? There's going to be days you ain't going to want to show up. There's going to be days you don't feel like there will be moments in your life that you're going to fall down and you got to stay there. And you got to stay there because you can bear it. And it's burying you because it's something that's inside of you that's supposed to sprout. And you just getting hit with life. And at times you feel like giving up. You feel like stopping. You feel like going the other way because that was comfortable for you. But you can't do comfortable. Because you were comfortable, that's why you stayed. I know it can be afraid. It's new. It's brand new territory. It's a new beginning that you got to start. And you know them lessons that you're learning right now, they going to be used if you allow it. Some people don't want to use what they experience to help nobody else. That's your business. But I know with certain of us, they got that calling and what you're supposed to be doing on your mission. Do it. Do it with your head raised. Do it with your heart. Do right. Do right. Even when ain't nobody paying attention to that shit. And you never know who you helping. Even in them 5 seconds. Even if you saying great rising and something else to somebody else. That person needed that shit. Because you remember when you was going through it and you needed it your damn self. You felt like an angel had came over you. And man, and was there to be there for you. It don't matter, man, how much somebody may fuck you over. As long as you know you walking your path and you doing what you're supposed to, you're going to be good. But you got to trust and believe in yourself. And I believe in me. That's why I know I walk this road by myself. I know I'm divinely guided and protected. That's why I got it tatted on. Man, I had never had a tattoo. But before my 31st, I got 2 of them. I was like, yeah, it's time for me to get tatted. It's time. See, when I was younger, I was going to put somebody's name on me, and I'm so grateful that I did not. Hell no. You know, if I be putting 4 names on them, when y'all ain't together no more, you got to cover it up. The light bulb came on. Because you outgrow people. Like, people wake up every day being different. Some people going to decide that it was sounding all good when y'all talking about how y'all going to be together. But then that person no longer want that. It's just like for the ones, you know, people can leave you. And man, and you got to heal from it. If you decide to heal. Stuff in. And it's on you to decide if you're going to pick yourself up or not. Ain't nobody going to do that for you. Ain't nobody coming to save you. Nobody. I know when we were younger, they told us that Jesus going to come and save us. I know they told us that. But you get older and you realize that you got, what Frederick Douglass said, he said he used to pray. And I might say this wrong. That man said he was praying and nothing was working. That man said when he got up and stopped praying and he kept on handling, he started handling his business. He started putting that work in. So to y'all that be praying, you got to do the work too. You can't be praying thinking it's just going to fall in your lap. No, you got work to do. So you met, whoever you believe in, that's your business. Whatever you believe, we can believe in different things. But that don't mean we got to disrespect each other. That would be wrong with folks. See, when I started on my journey and I got serious with it, people were telling me who I should be and what I should do and how I was this and that. I was the same person, but I started growing though. Since I was 13, I was speaking life into other people. I was assisting other people, but I did not know what that was. So I called transmuted pain to heal with the purpose. Went through that nasty situation in 2018, then turned around and had to go through something in 2019. I was crushed. But I am better now. Because I had to get through it. I didn't allow it. Listen, people will join forces. That's how you know your ass powerful as fuck. They gonna join forces to get you. And it still don't work. Because they're gonna always burn on them. I didn't have to join forces to get nobody. I didn't have to join forces to feel relevant. I didn't have to join forces to go against anybody. For what? You know, baby, I'm telling you, it be the weakest people that will sit around and talk about everybody and you look at their life and they miserable as hell. Them folks ain't happy. If folks always talk about people, always minding somebody else, but you telling me you can't take the rest of your life to mind your business? You telling me you can't? I don't care what you was taught. I wasn't taught a lot of things I do. I invested in myself though. Yep. I ain't make that no excuse. Because if you don't do it, who gonna do it? You gonna keep building somebody else's dream instead of your own? It may take you some years to get it, but you gonna get it though. But I gotta get off here because I need to tend to my family. But anyway, thank you for tuning in to this bad boy. And if it ain't for you, do what you gotta do. But make sure you working on you. Make sure you being real with yourself. Make sure you hugging and loving on yourself. See, I done assisted people that act like I had never done a thing for them. And that's fine. I assisted people that act like they ain't see me. That's fine too. I assisted people because I don't account anything. Like when I be doing stuff from my heart, I'm not keeping up with what I be doing. I just know I did it. I'm gonna move on by my business. You know why people can come and really pour their heart out, even strangers to me? Because they don't have to ever worry about it getting back out. They don't have to worry about it. Like, I open up and no, I take that privacy shit serious. Because there was some things you need to get off your chest. I didn't judge you for. For what? I done did shit in my own damn life that, come on now, everybody done failed now. Everybody done effed up. Everybody. It's just everybody ain't gonna be honest about this. The same stuff that people judge folks on in public, they do that shit in private. So it don't matter who come up against you. When you know, and you know, you ain't got nothing to worry about. That's something that I learned. That's why I don't worry or stress. I don't focus on the other stuff. I'm creating too much. I'm doing too much. I don't have time to put my mind on some negative stuff. For what? You know they can kill you. The negative thoughts. The just being all on that other stuff. Nah. It's time to take my hair down and redo it. See, I support people. I'm not asking for discounts. I'm going to support them. I'm going to purchase their merchandise. That's what I do. Yeah. That's what I do. Because I support myself. I believe in me. And I appreciate those that believe in me and supported me throughout my journey. That supported my children. Because listen, that was dope. I ain't gonna even lie. Like, to come out with my book, I had journals already though. I already had journals. But to actually come out with my book and to have my oldest son, do his book, and to have my other two sons do a coloring book, like, that was major to me for us. I'm very proud of them. Because they was sitting there, like, I showed them what to do and how to do it, and they were doing it. That's why I'm telling you, man, don't kill these children dreams just because somebody killed you. You need your ass whooped if you down there doing somebody like that. These babies. Man, we got to invest in them, like, real talk. Because you talk about for the community, it's the smallest thing you can do to help somebody else. It'll make a huge difference.